I think Erling is a really good goal scorer. Kind of everything you want in a footballer and in a teammate. Jose allowed me and the other attacking players to be kind of a bit more free.
Put him in the dirt, say it again, man, and that's a reverse. Never rehearse, jumping in first.
Yes, people, I'm Ralph and I'm here with Harry Kane for the Ball Knowledge interview, and I'm here to pick his brains and see what I can learn. Who are your favourite strikers currently playing in the world right now?
I think Erling is a really good goal scorer. Like, obviously one of the best in the world at the moment. A real machine, physically, so like real dangerous. So he's got to be in there. Lewandowski, I think, really top striker for many years now. Obviously at Barcelona, still doing his thing, and he was kind of someone, especially early in my career, I used to watch playing for Bayern, and yeah, so them two are kind of the two like out and out nines who I like to watch nowadays.
Yeah, solid choice.
Yeah.
Which teammate has had the biggest impact on your career, and how do they help you develop?
I've got to throw an older one out there. When I was a bit younger, Scott Parker at Spurs. He was kind of everything you want in a footballer and in a teammate. You know, every training session he was always 120%, doing stuff after training in the gym. There was a time I was kind of doing my rehab a similar time to him when I was about 19, and just talking to him and seeing the way he worked and the way he kind of thought about football, really inspired me to kind of have the same sort of work ethic. So I'd say he was important for me at that age, especially.
Yeah, no, Scott was a baller.
Yeah.
Which coach has had the single biggest impact on your career?
I'd probably say Maurizio Pochettino. I think I really felt like I developed as a player under him, and obviously he gave me great opportunity in the Premier League to become who I've become now, and he showed great faith in me and stuck with me when times weren't so good as well. So fantastic coach, also a really good guy. I still talk to him now, and just a fantastic person. So yeah, he's definitely the one.
What's the biggest difference between playing for Tottenham and playing for Bayern?
I mean, it's still like early on in my Bayern career. I think the league is definitely different to the Premier League. So I think just in general, the style of play in the Bundesliga is different to the Premier League.
I was about to ask you, is it hard to adapt? But you've been banging goals.
No, yeah, I feel like, of course, like football is football, but I think playing with the players I'm playing at Bayern Munich, we've got some amazing attacking players with Jamal and Leroy and these guys, and if I'm getting the chances, then I should be able to put them away. But it's a hard question because there's some things at Spurs and some things at Bayern at different, but ultimately it's just a different environment, a different culture that I'm getting used to.
How do you leverage the data you receive to inform how you play on the pitch?
Yeah, I think it's so important. Like for me, I use it a lot with my recovery. I think knowing the, just distances I'm covering in games, the high intensity running, the sprints I'm doing, will just allow me to determine kind of, how the next week plans out. If I need to do extra recovery in certain areas, some games are definitely a bigger load than other games. Champions League, for example, a big load on the body. So I use it for sure for recovery purposes and to, maybe alter my week in terms of maybe doing extra recovery sessions, extra ice baths, whatever it may be.
Which stat have you always been best at? Do you just clear everybody? Like
a physical stat, I'd say my distance for my position is pretty high. I think for a striker, to be hitting kind of around the 11k mark or is pretty decent. Obviously each game determines how much distance you do, but I think even when I look back at my Spurs career, for a striker to be doing kind of the distance covered in a game was pretty high.
Under Mourinho, you turned into more of like a creator, playmaker. Was that a natural evolution or was that deliberate?
A bit of both. I think it was natural in the sense that Jose allowed me and the other attacking players to be kind of a bit more free. There weren't too much structure in it. I've always felt like I'm someone, even when I was young, who liked to drop and get on the ball and play passes, and maybe kind of with Maurizio I was more of the number 9 and people saw me as number 9, but when Jose came in, he gave a bit more freedom to positioning, and that allowed me to then drop deep and build up good connection with the attacking players like Sonny, and I've always felt like I'm more than just a striker who just has to wait for the ball the whole game. I feel like I can impact the game with my passing and getting into spaces as well. So it was kind of the perfect opportunity to do that with that coach.
And what's been the biggest lesson you've learned playing football?
Yeah, just that anything can happen, not to get too high or too low, because anything can happen around the corner, whether it's good or whether it might be bad injuries or something. You just have to be patient. And for me, my whole career is always just about being the best I can be, just to try and improve every day. And then whenever I retire, when that day comes, I know I can be proud, and I've done everything I can to be the best player I can.
Boom, that was perfect. That was deep. That was a beautiful answer. I'm tearing up.
A great ending.
Yeah, thank you for your time,
No
bro.
worries.
That's been the Ball Knowledge interview with Harry Kane. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss the next video.